All right, let's jump in. So this message, I was just looking at my notes and damn, we got cups. We've got somebody here who's emotionally checked out. Somebody's emotionally checked out. Somebody's emotionally withholding. Somebody is emotionally controlling. So this is one of my lower vibe messages that, listen, we don't just do all good and we don't just do all bad. We do it all on this channel, okay? We don't discriminate the tarot. No, but for real, Two of Pentacles, this is about balance. Somebody here has got to integrate something. So let me just explain what integration means, okay? I have to remind myself that not everybody speaks the way that I speak. We don't all use the same verbiage, the same words. So when I say integrate, I'm talking about you got some peas and carrots and you're gonna mix them together and you make yourself a little something, right? So ingredients. So when we talk about integration on this channel, we're talking about bringing together different pieces of yourself. Or we're talking about integrating whatever it is that we're talking about. It could be integrating a life lesson. So say you just went through some hard shit and you're like, that sucked, but I learned a lot. Okay, so you take that knowledge and you integrate that, meaning you work it into your daily practice, your daily values, right? You take those ingredients, you put them in the pot, and you make something wonderful with it, okay? So integration. There's something here about integrating, finding balance. Now, I can say from personal experience, I suck at balance. I'm like all or nothing. Like, let's go to the point of physical fatigue and burnout, or it's nothing at all and I just veg out and I'm completely lethargic, okay? So I'm being transparent. I can see myself in this reading. Queen of Cups, more earth energy. So I feel very strongly. A lot of times, for anybody who's been with me on this channel, I say, don't get attached to the zodiac. That's not really relevant. We're just dealing with the feels. Tonight, I'm saying with certainty, I'm talking to somebody who is an earth element. So either you are a Virgo, you're here, you are a Taurus, you're here, or you're a Capricorn. And if you are not one of those signs, I'm talking to someone you know that you are in a relationship with that is of the earth zodiacs, okay? So for those of you that are not of the earth elements, it could be a water sign. We have the King of Cups. So cups deal with my water zodiacs. Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. I'm already sweating. Starting to channel spirit. I start getting hot. The King of Cups is specifically connected to a Cancer sign. Okay? So we're dealing with somebody who is very grounded. Somebody who's very solid in their emotional compass and how they express themselves and how they can respond versus react. Somebody who is very, very governed in their emotional ability to communicate and articulate, okay? Then on the other hand, this is the lower frequency of this reading that I'm not feeling great about it. I'm not feeling great about it. We're possibly speaking to a dynamic, two people, okay? Now, you don't need to be male, female, but this is looking like male, female, so I don't give a shit what your dynamic is, female, female, male, male, whatever. The point is, there's two y'all, and you're together. One is very like, I don't want to say stonewall, but I'm going to say stonewall because I don't know what other word to use, but somebody who's just very poised, somebody who, think of an earth sign, like when I think of a Virgo, my brother's a Virgo, my mother's a Taurus, okay? They're very like, oh, really? That happened? You had a bad day? Wow. Meanwhile, me, Cancer rising, I'm like, oh my God, and then, right? Dramatic, theatrics. That'd be the male water sign here. So this card in reverse, the King of Cups in reverse, is somebody who is emotionally manipulative. So I don't know who I'm speaking to, but we need to be working on better integrating how we're emotionally communicating to our loved ones. Somebody here could be dominating this relationship emotionally. Somebody here is very, I want to say volatile, right? Volatility, emotionally manipulating, kind of like moody. Okay, so that might look like in a household, you come home from work and you don't know who's going to walk through the door. It's like Jekyll and Hyde. You don't know what you're going to get that night, what kind of mood they're in when they get home, like walking on eggshells, tread lightly. Something like that is coming through for somebody here. You're dealing with somebody in this relationship. Now, whether you or the water zodiac, the Cancer sign, or I'm talking to someone that you are connected to, okay? And again, if I'm being honest, I am a Cancer rising. I can see those aspects of myself. Okay, like control is an issue, right? Controlling. I could be talking to somebody here who has some kind of vengeance or vindication, somebody who's vindictive, somebody who, again, normally they are poised. Normally, I feel like normal. That is such a, not a word I want to use. Generally speaking, the water sign can be, I want to say like on a level playing field, but this is feeling like one person is just absolutely dominating this relationship. And it's like the queen's like, yep. Are you done? Are you done now? You feel better? I feel like that's the queen energy. Like, look at her. She's like, are you done now? Are you finished? Okay, do you mind if I take a turn and speak now? I feel like that's kind of this clash of energy here. So the message here, that is the reading. We have a conflict of emotional abilities and skills of these two people. There's some kind of turmoil between y'all. There's something here going on. The message is trying to bring awareness or indicate or point to something that somebody around you, okay, like I said, so this isn't you, it's somebody around you or in your immediate life is unstable, like unbalanced. One person is really centered. One of you is remaining extremely centered and extremely balanced in this situation or in this dynamic. But I feel like, again, there's some kind of there's going to be some kind of like emotional conversation that is going to be playing out. Let's take a look at the bottom of the deck. 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups, 8 of Cups, 8 of Cups. Again, more water. 8 is about seeing. And I feel like as a result of some kind of energetic shift of somebody seeing something, somebody's about to take action. Do you see how this person's walking away? See, she's like, yeah, see, here's all the bullshit. Let's just call this the bowl of bullshit right here, right? This is the bag of like whatever you've been carrying around. And this person's like, I'm done. Are you finished? Are you done? Are you done? Okay, because now I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take action. And this is an accomplishment for whoever this person is. I'm speaking to a female here. Whoever the female is in this dynamic is going to walk away from something. And I feel like it is going to leave you in the space of this energy where you are connected to a frequency that is going to be more level, even keeled, more balanced. You are going to experience abundance in your own like leveling. I don't know how else to say that. You are going to experience some kind of like empowerment from going in and doing this introspective work. Does that make sense? Or am I getting like too big here with my vocabulary? Somebody's going to be letting go of abandonment. Ooh, so that's another one. I feel like whoever this King of Cups is, whoever this Cancer energy is, you are letting go of them emotionally. You guys ready for this? This is so uncomfortable. I hate these readings. I think it just pushes on my own shit, pushes on my buttons. But being emotionally abandoned by somebody. Somebody here has been experiencing emotional abandonment. I need y'all to think about that for just a minute. Think about what that means. You are trying to communicate with somebody and they just don't show up. You are trying to you are trying to express and communicate your emotions, and this person might come back and go, why are you so emotional? Why are you being so sensitive? Why are you being so dramatic? Why are you being so, right? They spin it and they turn it around on you. That is the manipulation. That is the disconnect. That is the wall. That is the cold, right? So 8 of Cups in the upright position is saying, so you're going, okay, so guess what? I'm done doing this. I'm choosing self and I'm going to bring in balance and I am now going to walk away. So to me, this could be, we can say it another way. There could be an ending here. I don't see nines. Nines in numerology usually represent an ending. But as a result of going inward, my notes say introspection. That's kind of a big word. I wouldn't naturally say that. I wouldn't normally just like pull that one out and be like, I would say inner work. As a result of somebody here doing some inner work, thinking about what they want, you're going to walk away from this. Could be a divorce on the horizon for somebody, or there could be just a separation. And if this is not a relationship, let me just throw this out there. If I'm not speaking on the theme of a relationship, let's say this is a work dynamic. Let's say this is a career thing, okay? Somebody here is walking away from a career choice that's toxic, and somebody is not appreciating you. They're not respecting you. They're not taking you seriously. You're going to them complaining, or not complaining, but you're going to them voicing concerns or expressing, hey, this is what's going on. This is what I need. And they're like, right? They're just checked out. And you're like, that's fine. Keep it up, fuckers. And you're like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm moving on, right? Because you were in this frequency of grounded, chill, calm, right? You've gone and you've done the work. That essentially is the reading. Again, the bottom of the deck, just kind of looking at what's, what else could it be? Swords, 8 of Swords. There's a little bit of fear coming through around walking away. There's a little bit of fear here. But again, this is an ending that feels good. Let's end on a good note, right? Something to look forward to, hopeful, right? The light at the end of the tunnel, however we want to spin it. If you are able to push through your fear, and I don't mean bypass it. I'm not saying be like, dumb it down, make excuses, excuse it away. I'm not saying bypass it. I'm saying be with it, honor it, acknowledge it, look at it. Look at yourself. This is a mirror here. You see how she's looking at herself. There's no mask, but in this one, she's got a blindfold on, right? This is like the shadow, the crows. These would be like the skeletons, right? The skeletons that we keep that we might not necessarily see because they could be in our blind spot. So there's something here about if you can push through that fear, and swords, by the way, are my air signs. So anybody here, if you're dealing with an air sign, or if I'm speaking to you, you are an air sign, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, this is about what? This is about communication. As we already said, there's a conversation here that needs to happen, and you're afraid to have this conversation. You are fear-based. So as we were saying, let's finish that thought. If you can be with the reality, okay, this is like a reality check kind of moment. If you can be real with yourself, I'm like giving you guys the finger. I'm sorry, here, let's change fingers. Then you will be able to find that inner strength, that inner balance, that solid ground, that foundation, right? You will tap into this queen energy and you will be able to walk away from this thing. Whatever this toxic, unhealthy, abusive, manipulative energy is that you're experiencing from this water sign, if you can do that, ready? Happy ending, feel good moment. Abundance. 10 of Pentacles, more energy. More earth energy, earth energy, earth energy. So what is the reoccurring theme here for the Pentacles? Ground your goddamn self. Slowing down. I feel like I have to just keep saying it. We need to be slowing down. If we can cut through the fear of having whatever this challenging or scary or overwhelming conversation is, absolute abundance and perfect balance. My notes say perfect balance. What was the first card? Balance. That's the reading. That is it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead now. I'm going to do a recap for those that are going to be coming in after this. The only other thing I would like to add, that if for somebody, for you, if you're not able to take this action, it's because you are fear-based of the loss. Does that make sense? You are afraid of losing either the family dynamic, you're afraid of losing the idea of this person or this relationship. That is going to keep you stuck. You are focused on the loss, almost like lack mentality. I don't have money. Well, of course, because you keep telling yourself you don't have money, so you keep perpetuating more not having money versus focusing on the fact that you're getting there, or you're making a paycheck, or you're still getting a constant flow of financial income, right? Where your attention goes, your energy flows, that's what you keep getting back. So that was probably a horrible analogy, but it's like, if we keep focusing on the loss or the lack of letting go of whatever this dynamic is, if it's a person or if it's a situation, work, whatever, it's going to keep you guys stuck, okay? So the medicine, as I say, if I can remember, the medicine, the invitation, the takeaway, the suggestion is you got to go inside. Go inside, go inside, go inside. Have an honest, hard look at what needs to be done with this conversation. And if you can do this, if you can take action, abundance is yours, my babes. Abundance is yours, okay? I'll see you guys next reading. Thank you guys for tuning in. Take care.